Rebecca Davis, a weird, scary, and interesting. And today we're gonna be talking about records. Records, for some of my viewers, are something that at one point we used to use, and because what it is, it's a record where you put it on a record player and a little thing, you put the needle down in place. So, since I thought to do this, since I am working on a script, but it's taking a little long. I'm trying to work on the script for Former Kingdoms, Monarchies. It's going to be a series, but it's taking a lot because there's a lot. So, for today's episode, we'll just get talking about records. So, let's travel to the past a little bit and learn about something that at one point that was used. And a lot of my older viewers out there probably remember record players and records. Okay, our first one is Christmas in the Country. So yeah, we're starting off with a country album record. So it has Blackwood Brothers, Jimmy Eldring, and Nita Kerr singers, Living Voices, Hank Locklin, Johnny Loudermilk, Jim Reeves, George Beverly Shaw, and Hank Snow. Hank Snow, I got an interesting story to tell my viewers about Hank Snow. Hank Snow used to, before he hit it big, he used to work for my my great-grandfather, which is my grandmother's father. When he came into Winnipeg, that way he make a couple bucks while he's in Winnipeg. This is I swear the way my grandma told me the story was, this was before Hank Snow hit it big. So, okay, now, just like the same, a record is the same idea as when, you remember how if you watched my video on cassette tapes, that it's the same idea. There's a side A and a side B, and when side A is done, you have to flip it over. So, on side A, there's melody, Silver Bells, sung by the Living Voices. Christmas Tree, sung by Living Voices. Christmas Roses, sung by Hank Snow. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, sung by Hank Locklin. The Merry Christmas Polka, sung by Jim Reeves. Side Now, side B has Mary's Little Boy Child, which that song is about the Virgin Mary. You know, Jesus' mom. And the Little Boy Child is about Jesus when he was just a little youngster back in the Bible days. Back in the biblical days. And that's sung by John D. Loudermilk. Oh, Little Town of Bethlehem. Sung by Anita Carr singers. The little, you think of it, the All Little Town of Bethlehem, and Bethlehem, Israel. Oh, it's probably different, other Bethlehems, but they're talking about the one in Israel. Bethlehem is actually the song is "Oh Little Town of Bethlehem" is another song about the time of Jesus. Just like there's a song about Jerusalem. And then there's Joy to the World, by Beverly Shaw. And then there's Joy to the World, Joy to the world, the Lord has come. The song rejoice. The song rejoice. I'm just texting Anita to bring my Coke down. Say please. Okay. Yeah. There's Come All Ye Faithful. Okay. Joy to the World, by George Beverly Shaw. I don't think I remember George Beverly Shaw. Probably sound like you do. Come All Ye Faithful is another. Most of the Christmas songs, you think of it, are pretty religious. Here comes Anita.
You sound foggy.
I do. Say hi to the audience.
Hi.
And say
Bye.
bye. Thank you. Maybe that'll be better. Okay. Come all ye faithful. Come all ye faithful. By Jimmy Eldray. And All Holy Night. Oh, holy night, the song faintly sighing. It is the night of the good Savior's birth. Okay, All Holy Night. It is talking about when Jesus was born. He's the only child that ever has a song about his coming into the world. This is a seafarer guy from the Bible gets his own song from that. But then he's not the only song that he gets. There's Way in the Manger. Way in the manger. I know, it's weird. We're singing songs in the middle of, like, we're in Naples. Okay. No. And Holy Night is sung by the Blackwood Brothers Quartet. Hi, Stash! Okay, there you go. Oh. That's a lovely picture for the back. It kind of shows you of a time, a bygone time, that when we used to use the horse and buggy, and we don't anymore. Well, that there is like the Amish that use the horse and buggy, but this the Amish. Most of us don't usually use horse and buggy. The Amish is the exception because they live their own type of life. Okay, and then there's that old quaint farmhouse. It's all set up for Christmas. You almost swear that this picture could be sitting on somebody's, in somebody's home. Kind of like a picture in a picture. Kind of like, remember any of you seen Modern Family? The intro for it, they have each of the families in there are holding a picture, but each of the picture is of each of their family. Is from their family. Okay, and this record came out in 1973 and 1977, the year Elvis died. I got a cousin who was born that year too. And it was from RCA Corporation, New York, New York. Previously released on Camden Records, made from Masters of RCA Corporation. All rights reserved. Trademarked. Camden. Used with permission of the RCA. And it's from the USA. Okay. Well, it says a production of the Pickwick International Inc. Pickwick Wick Records Division. An address, I'm not sure they're still there, so to say. 135 Crossways Park Drive, Woodbury, New York. 11797. And it says, warning. Unauthorized reproduction of this record is prohibited by federal law, is subject to criminal prosecution. More or less, if you try to copyright this, you're going to be in big trouble. It's kind of like, you know how they, on a movie, like, whether it's a DVD or Blu-ray or VHS, that they have that warning that copywriters will be subject to such X number of dollars caught by the federal government. Nonetheless, it's cracking down, trying to stop people from copywriting things that they shouldn't. I'm trying to see. I think that might be there's a sticker price, like, yeah, I can't see. It says maybe $8.99. Whoever was the original one that bought it. I can't remember where we got it. Whether it was some records that my stepdad had, or we had picked it up from a yard sale. You can get a lot of interesting stuff from yard sales if you look. You love the deer in the back. Don't worry, I guess Donners are background scene for the day. So yeah. So there you go. Christmas in the Country. Something from the Flash in the past. There. Okay. For some of my older viewers, they probably know who Patti Page is. Patti Page, I'll look it up for you and tell you who Patti Page is. Patti Page. Patti Page was an American singer that sang traditionally pop and country. And she was a singer from 1946 to 2012. So that's like almost 13 years ago since Patti Page quit singing. But then she died a year after she retired from singing. She died on January 1st, 2013 at the age of 85 of Annecy, California, USA. She was born Claire Anna Fuller. So, I'll show you a picture of her. That's Patty Page. Patty Page. I had to bring the light down. Okay, she was born on November 8, 1927 in Claremore, Oklahoma, USA. What in the world are you destroying, Miss Stash? Okay. Well, you know a little bit about Patty Page. Okay. Okay. Let's get on to Patty Page's record. Okay. Patty Page. You like that? That's a beautiful cover. Yeah. Okay. Side 1 has Tennessee Waltz. Sing, darling, to the Tennessee Waltz. My grandma used to sing that song. Not professionally. Okay, number 2 is Doggy in the Window. How much is that doggy in the window? The one with a waggly tail. I heard that song when I was a kid. Your back, Stash? Number 3, Cross Over the Bridge. Number 4 is Mockingbird Hill. Number 5, Albany Moon. Okay. And side 2. Okay, we're going to side 2. To number 6 is Changing Partners. That sounds like a great song for swingers. Number 7, Old Cape Cod. Number 8, Hush Hush Sweet Caroline. Number 9, Left, Right, Out My Heart. Number 10, I Went to Our Wedding. Like a great song for weddings. It's about a bride and groom getting married. To your wedding. Went to your wedding. That's what I mean. So she's attending somebody's wedding. Okay, it's from 1979. And from Impact Music Promotions. All selection considered of SG Promotions. Elven jacket designed by Bill Hicks Designs. Bill's probably not with us anymore. Okay, in the world are you doing, cat? Manufactured and distributed in Canada by, and it has the French because our Canada is bilingual for some reason. Obviously, because we have English and French and other people that here speak different languages too. So it's by Impact Promotions Inc. at the address 3121 Universal Drive, Mississauga, Ontario, L4X2E2. I looked it up. So it looks like it's still there. So I think for some of you want to know, this is what a record record looks like. And we just put it down like this on the record player, and the little needle thing you put down in this turns, because you put it on the turntable and the turntable turns this. You have to be careful. If you break this, it's done. And if the cat bumps you, it's done. Hello, Stash. So there. Patty Page. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Before we have no more Patty Page. I'm hoping next week, hopefully, I get my script that I'm working on done. Because first part is going to be about the former kingdoms, is going to be about ancient times. So hopefully I'm done before next week. No. And Easter's coming up soon, I guess. Yeah. Let's move on from Patty Page to Welf Carter. Now, this is not the only Welf Carter record we have. We got another one, but it's under a different name he recorded on her. And when I get to that one of Welf Carter's other recording name, I'm going to tell you very interesting, juicy story. My grandma, may she rest in peace, told me when she was alive about Welf Carter and Mama Carter. You know, from Mama Carter from the Carter family. The mother of June Carter Cash. So, okay. We'll talk about this one first. Welf Carter. Welf Carter was a country singer, as you can tell. He was a Canadian country singer. Welf Carter. This one's called Way Out There. Kind of neat they have the different albums on the back. Oh, okay. Side one has Cowboy's Dreams. Welf Carter sings here alone. There's Give a Little, Take a Little with Hank Thompson. Red Wing, but with Carrie Mills. The Letter Etched in Black, just with Welf Carter. Draftwood on the River with Bob Miller and John Kilner. Side 2 has Way Out There with Welf Carter. Release Me, Let Me Be. Release Me with Eddie Miller and W.S. Stevens. The Gangster's Warning with Gene Autry. Some of you older folks that are watching my channel, Weird, Scary, and Interesting, probably know who Gene Autry is. Some of you younger ones, Gene Autry is a country singer, and plus, I think I'm right, he did a lot of westerns. I think they called him the Sing Cowboy at one time. The Big Wheel Cannonball by Vaughn Horton. And the last one is Cowboy's Best Friend is His Pony. Just has Wilf Carter. Okay, some of the albums in the jacket here is Wilf Carter. Some of the albums you could probably pick up. You probably can see them on Amazon or if you look hard enough. There's Wilf Carter, Montana Slim. What's the other? Montana Slim is the other name he used to go under for a reason. Because somebody had a cow about his last name. And there's Resumed with Will Carter. Will Carter by request. Will Carter, 32 Wonderful Years. Christmas in Canada by Wilf Carter. Yodeling Memories by Wilf Carter. Wilf Carter, Nuggets of the Golden West. Wilf Carter, Let's Go Back to the Bible. Wilf Carter, Calgary Horsemen's Hall of Fame. Balder of Golden West, Wilf Carter. Canadian Country Jamboree Volume 1. Scotty Stevens, Hank Snow, Reg Smith, Alberta Slim. Lone Pine, Will Carter, Davy Gribbs, Earl Haywood, Bob King, Mayor Laurie. Will Carter, Golden Memories. Last but not least, Will Carter sings Songs of Australia. Okay, this record came out. It's made in Canada by RCA Limited from Master Recordings, owned or controlled by RCA Records. TNKS requests. Yeah, MARCA is Marissa for the public performance under release only, all rights reserved. What are you doing? Stash! Destroying the box. You copyright this. Record is copyrighted. Copying in whole or part by any process, however, is in refinement subject to penalties provided by law. More or less, if you copy this, you're going to be in a lot of crap. RCA Studios records may be played on any modern and photograph with a lightweight toned arm. Unless it's telling you any record player. You will hear exactly sound production on a mono player and full studio sound on the studio player. Let's see what year that came out. I can't see here. Oh. What are you doing, Miss Stashy? Stash? Hi, you're on candid. Hi, you're on candid camera. Okay, there you go. Belf Carter. You don't need to be attacking the books. Excuse me. Okay, sorry about that. You don't want her biting the books. And let's move on from Belf Carter. Excuse me. To Wayne Newton. There's actually a little story about Wayne Newton I heard actually I seen on Celebrity Ghost Stories that Wayne Newton was good friends with Elvis Presley before Elvis Presley had passed away. And after Elvis Presley had passed away, Wayne Newton took over Elvis's residency in Vegas, in the hotel that Elvis was having had his residency in. The tale goes that it's a ghost tale that Wayne Newton had made an Elvis medley. So it would be of all the songs that Elvis had done. And while he was doing that, Wayne was singing the medley of Elvis. That all of a sudden, he couldn't hear the music and he was actually told no one was going to be in the balcony that night, so there was no sense of like waving or whatever to anybody up there, because there wasn't supposed to be anybody up there. But the ghost of Elvis showed up in that balcony that night of Wayne Newton's first night in residency. I think it was an MGM, wasn't it? I think. Oh. Yeah. I guess, what as the tale goes, I guess. Sorry. Elvis showed up to tell Wayne Newton that it's fine. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. It's fine that you had took over. It's like, lamest terms, I guess the Elvis from beyond the grave gave his friend Wayne Newton his blessing to had taken over his residency. Because Elvis couldn't, because he was dead. So at least Elvis, from some plane of existence, he was fine that his friend Wayne Newton took over for him, because of the circumstances that Elvis couldn't be enacted. Okay. I thought it's a nice tale to, at least Wayne knew that his friend was fine. He was doing fine in the afterlife. Okay, I'm talking about Ghost Story and I'm hearing something. You Tommy knockers? Oh, I know what it is. It was raining today. That could be it. I could be hearing rain. Because when the rains go tap, 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 tap. That's what it is. Okay. Let's get back to, from the weather to Wayne Newton. Well, yeah, that was a nice ghost story I heard on Celebrity Ghost Stories. We don't have Celebrity Ghost Stories on anymore. Hi, Stash! Everybody remember Stash? Stash. Say hi, Stash. No? You're not going to say hi to the audience? Camera shutting down? Okay, let's go to Wayne's record here. Wayne Newton's record, Deonka Shane. Okay. Wayne Newton, orchestra arranged and conducted by Richard Bree. Nice, say hi. You hear that sound too, Stash? Deonka Shane, arranged and conducted by Jimmy Halsey. Haskell. That's what I meant. Okay, it says, noted by Jackie Gleason. Everybody remember Jackie Gleason? The guy from the Honeymooners. last season on a certain Saturday night television show, a young fellow named Wayne Newton made a very big splash as a singer. And I knew he would, and he did. He's already set to come back for more appearances with us this year. And I understand that people like Ed Sullivan, Judy Garland, among others, have put in bids to get him on their television shows too. The boy's great. Meanwhile, he made himself an even bigger reputation by recording Donkey Shane. This disc was sold so many copies. I think people must be thinking he must be drinking it in their coffee. Bobby Darin made him a record for this company after getting an earful of Wayne singing. And right here in this album, Capitol Records is using it on long play record with 11 other songs that I'll really give you an idea of just how good this boy really is, as if you don't know already. First, get Wayne a short while back when a train I rented for a little vacation pulled into Phoenix, Arizona. Truly fine town, Phoenix. The sheriff was there to meet me, but so was the mayor, the city council, marching bands, and what looked like the most of the town's good people. They named it Jackie Gleason Day, with festivities, television cameras. The works among the entertainers were a couple of youngsters I'll never forget, the Newton brothers. Wayne and his brother Jerry, I never heard anything like them. Got them signed up quick for many TV shows which you saw them on last year. I always set a high wire to my friends at Copacabana in New York, where the boys were booked and played with great success. Since then, they played such places as Plummer House in Chicago, the Shamrock Hilton in Houston, Harrah's in Lake Tahoe, where everywhere they've been, they wowed the people. No one could be more pleased than yours truly about the great things that have been happening. As for Wayne, this is his debut album. He sings alone, backing by a beautiful orchestra conducted by Dick DeVerick. You'll be crazy about the album and you'll like Wayne better than ever. He's the greatest. Well, I don't mean to talk your ear off. Thanks for listening, or as Wayne would say, Donkey Shane. And right there is Jackie Gleason's autograph. Okay. Side 1 is Donkey Shane. Like, Donkey Shane's like a song that he's known for. Like, kind of like Dolly's known for 9 to 5, or Loretta's known for Coal Miner's Daughter. Like, there's one song that a singer is known for. Like, Elvis is known for. Like, if you could think of one song of Elvis Presley, Wayne's friend, it'd be me. I would think Jailhouse Rock. So yeah, Donkey Shane's is the song that if you think of Wayne Newton, is Donkey Shane. Okay, next one is Valerie, Volare, Volare. But not for me, you made me love you. I got the world on a string, Bye Bye Blackbird. This is an old song. Side 2 has two Tootsie. They can't take that away from me. I cry for you, old man Moses. Days of wine and roses. I'll remember April. Okay. It's from ATM Music, Inc. Production. Yeah, I guess there was a record production that was ATM. You think of ATM, it brings you money. And this way, this record it brings people money by me singing. Production supervised by Steve Douglas. Okay, I guess Steve was from the ATM Music production. Recording entertainer Hal Lindstrot. Cover photo Capitol Photo Studio, Canventer. Printed in Canada. Honestly, it's old because Wayne Newton doesn't look that young anymore. He doesn't even have a residency in Vegas anymore. Actually, you don't hear Wayne Newton anymore. He is a pretty good singer. It's kind of not my time from a different time. I've heard of him. No, I guess I wouldn't have had I wouldn't have a Wayne Newton record. Oh, yeah. Let's see if it says on the record. It's not. Oh. Okay, there you go. Wayne Newton, if you're a Wayne Newton fan. Okay, let's go on from Wayne Newton to Montana Slim. Now, Montana Slam is actually Wilf Carter. Okay, the juicy story I heard from my grandma when my grandma was alive. May she rest in peace. She told me this when I was still going to high school. That's been 20 years since I've been, going to be 20 years since I've been out of high school. Because I graduated in 05. Okay, when she was alive, she told me that Mama Carter, a lot of the older viewers know who Mama Carter is and would know who Wilf Carter is. Okay, Mama Carter did not like that Wilf Carter was recording and touring under his actual name, Wilf Carter. Because she thought he shouldn't have the right to have the name Carter. The Carter, she thought the last name Carter should just be us, the Carter family. So you can say selfish, Mama Carter. But Mama Carter is not alive. But this is a tale from when Mama Carter was alive that my grandma told me. So what happened to make Mama Carter be quiet and pipe down about the whole that you should have the right to have the Carter name. Wilf Carter decided, okay, well, I'm in the United States. I'll just record and tour under the name Montana Slim. While I'm in Canada, I'll record and tour under my name, Wilf Carter. That way this shuts Mama Carter up. Because she can't really tell a person that, no, you can't have that name. It's like, sorry. It's like, you got a problem if the person is born with that name. That's where Wilf Carter was born under. Let's see. It doesn't seem right. That. Yeah. Oh, see, Wilf Carter was born a Carter. So, Mama Carter shouldn't have, when they were alive, she shouldn't have had the right to tell Wilf Carter that, no, you can't be a Carter. And it's like, it's like that's so selfish. Because Wilf Carter was born a Carter. He was born Wilford Arthur Charles Carter on December 18th, 1904 in Port Hilfert, Nova Scotia, Canada. And Mama Carter just married into the Carters. It's kind of a bad Wilf Carter's thinking, who are you to tell me I can't record under my birth name? He had the right to do it. I wonder if she would have a cow with all the other Carters that are around now. I think she's not alive anymore. So, that's my tale. That Mama Carter had a cow about Wilf Carter recording under his birth name, for God's sakes. So that's why if you ever look up stuff about about Wilf Carter, he's recorded under 2 different names because Mama Carter had a cow about his name. For God's sakes. The woman needs to take a chill pill and relax. It's like, who in the world is she to tell another country singer you can't use your name? That doesn't seem right. It'd be like I'm trying to use for example. I can't think of. It'd be like if have the royal houses from history told each other, no, you can't use that name because we had it first. It's like the question, who had our first name, last name first? Because people are born into people's names and they change them. And anyways, no one should, the moral of this little tale because of Will Carter's little feud with Mama Carter, telling him, no, you can't have the Carter name as a recording artist. It's like, no one should tell you you can't use your last name. Because if you were born into it, you have the right. Unless you don't want to use your last name, like if you were born Harry Mudskin, then yeah, I think you may want to not use Mudskin as a recording artist. Or that'd be a weird last name to use if you're a lawyer. Muskin and Muskin will help you. We're attorneys of the law. Sorry if there's this person that's last name is Muskin, but it just, the moral of it is, no one should tell you that you can't use the name. If you want to be Harry Muskin, go ahead. Or you want to be a Carter. It's totally up to you. Whatever name you want to use. No one should pressure you. No one should tell you, oh, no, you can't have it because the family I'm in had it first. Just because thinking, oh, this is probably her finding out that Wilf Carter's is not related to her husband's family. It's like, so? Not everybody, just because people have the exact same name doesn't mean that they're related. um, you know, and anybody has the right to use that name. I'm trying to get my hair to stay down. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. Take out half of the video and look like turn it into a different episode of this channel. Okay, let's get back to so that's what the tale I wanted to tell you about the beef between Mama Carter and Wilf Carter that my granny told me when she was alive. That Mama Carter had a cow about Wilf Carter using the Carter name. How rude. Really? What? Who was she? She was probably a great country singer. Her family brought the whole Will the Circle Be Unbroken song, and now it's a tradition to end the whole Grand Ole Opry taping. It's probably a song that they use every time they get a reunion going. It actually got cut off though, I heard. This current reunion for the 100. It's like, anybody in it can use. Anyway, so everybody's got the right to use their name. Even then, you got the right to use your name, even if you were born into it, if you were married into it. Well, unless you end up with a divorce and you change the last name, but that's on you. That's your decision too, to keep or not. And plus, if you change your last name like I did, I changed it from Cullen to Davis, so. Then I didn't hyphenate it, or otherwise, every time I make a video here, hi, I'm Rebecca Cullen Davis. That'd be a mouthful. Anyways, you know what I mean. Hopefully some of you understand what I mean, that what I'm getting from this little tale of Wilf Carter and Mama Carter is no one should have the right to tell you what name you can use. Maybe in a way Mama Carter was her day Karen. But you shouldn't. There's lots of, hey, there's thousands of Carters in the world. There was a Jimmy Carter, but I think they were related. And then there's Dina Carter. Lovely singer. Because you shouldn't boss somebody and tell them, no, you don't have the right to use that name. She wasn't such a, I guess in her day, Karen about it. Maybe he could have toured in both countries under Wilf Carter. Just because she had a cow, now we have. He's had to tour under both. That's like a lot of waste of time to be recording under two different names. But you know what? We can't go back. That can't be changed because Mama Carter and Wealth are dads. So. There's the juicy conversation I wanted to tell you. What my granny told me when she was still alive. So, let's get into the album that under the American name that he had to use because of the cow episode that Mama Carter had. It's good meaning to don't have a cow. Okay. Okay, this is the album that he had under the name that Wealth Carter had to use when he was in the United States. As I said in the little juicy story I told you. Okay, this is Montana Slam. A.K.A. Wealth Carter. Okay. This album's called No Letter Today. And Other Country and Western Songs. And obviously whoever bought it paid $1.88. Probably in Canadian dollars. Okay. On the trail with Montana Slam. You don't have to be a cowboy to enjoy the singing of Montana Slam, also known as Wealth Carter. Just remember that story I told you. This Trombonist's popularity stretches from his native Canada through the USA and crossed the blue Pacific to Australia and New Zealand. There's a valid reason for this unicity acclimate. Montana Slim sings for the things he knows. He thinks he lives with, and the things he loves. His songs, he was written more than 500 of them. Wow. Are tales of love, adventure, heartbreak, God, and pride of accomplishment. All of these strike a responsive chord in hearts of his admirers, even though many of them may never have been outside a big city. However, there is another ingredient that sets Montana apart from drugstore cowboy singers. His real Montana Slim works as a guide with trail riders of Canadian Rockies prior to his success as one of the world's leading country and western artists. When on the trail with only his horse for companionship, Montana Slim would sing just to hear a human voice. At other times, he would crone in and cool of the evening to smoothie the animals in his care. You only have to listen to Range Running Roan, a song of thrilling adventure to authenticity of this remarkable artist who represents a fast-dying breed of man, the cowboy. His lament, his plea for his sweetheart's forgiveness is especially revealed in No Letter Today. Montana Slim deteriorates his excellent as an older, and I don't know how to yodel, so I'm going to try. Yeah. And it's all over now. The cowboy's attitude towards God is simply yet authority, a comrade, and the greatest speckled bird. This album should be part of every record collection for its excellent development of Old West, the land where the Jeep is replacing the horse. Yes, you don't have to be a cowboy to enjoy the songs of Montana Slim. And the one that wrote that little thing here is called Sidney Asher. Side 1, No Letter Today. Waiting for maple leaves to fall. Is Cowboy's Night to Howl. Strawberry Roan. The Great Speckled Bird. Range Running Roan. Cowboy Heaven is all over now. When the work's all done this fall. The Old Crimson Trail. Okay. Copyrighted. The copyright is in this recording. It's property of RCA Victor Company Ltd. Copying in the whole or the part of the process. Whatsoever is infringement or subject to penalty provided by law. Printed in Canada, so you more or less being big crap if you decided to copyright this. I'm not sure what year it came out, but there you go. Montana Slim, aka Welf Carter. Okay, let's move on from Welf Carter, aka Montana Slim, aka Welf Carter, to Another country singer, Tennessee Ernie Ford. Tennessee Ernest Ford. Hymns. So that's it. Tennessee Ernie Ford. He has some good songs, but this one's all about religion. Like praise to God and worship the guy that created this. If you believe in this type of religion. I do know there's different types of religion, but this is more Christian religion music. Okay. A little writing in the back says here. One of the most popular daily figures on Tennessee Ernie Ford's television show is that quiet moment in which Ernie sings a song of faith. His sincere, warm voice leads itself excessively well to singing lyrics with religious music, but it is Ernie's own personal goodness which his audience senses as such as his skilled showmanship. It evokes in them such heartful response to these sincere songs. These great songs of hope, faith have came from hearts and pens of God-fearing men and women everywhere. There is beauty and melody, strength and power in lyric here that can cause the warrior to lay down his sword and the thief to return his plunder and the sinner to seek forgiveness. So I say to you who may be listening to these recordings, may you find peace and comfort in what they contain. And may you believe, as I do, that there is a defined place in the world today for great songs of church. This is my sincere message to you, signed by Tennessee Ernie Ford. Okay, side one has Who at My Door Standing, Rock of Ages. Rock of Ages seems like a popular song that is played in church, like a funeral. It was played at my grandpa's funeral when he died in 2002. Yeah, it seems like one of those popular songs like Amazing Grace. You always hear that is played at somebody's funeral, if they have a funeral. Next song is Softly and Tenderly, Sweet Hour of Prayer. My task, let the lower lights be burning. Side 2 has 90 and 9. The Old Rugged Cross. The Old Rugged Cross seems to be another popular funeral song. I guess a lot of people must choose that song to be played at their funeral. Okay, move on. When the ring and the golden bells. When they ring the golden bells, in the garden. I think I've heard that song. I can't remember how it goes. Okay. Ivory playlists and others. So yeah, isn't that a pretty background for this? Has the Christian church there, and it's kind of like what you see if you're walking to church. It's pretty. Okay. Tennessee Ernie Ford seems. Okay. It was. It looks like from Capitol Records. It's running in Canada. Oh, it has fidelity recording. Okay. There you go. Tennessee Ernie Ford. Okay, let's go from Tennessee Ernie Ford to the Grand Ole Opry. This is the Grand Ole Opry Country. Grand Old Country. I guess must be the guys that were and gals that were on the Opry. You see that? Everybody from Conway Twitty to the Man in Black and to Patsy Cline. Okay. Because it has here Charlie Rich, Johnny Cash, Tex Tyler, Roy Orbison, Jerry Lee Lewis. There's one song I like of Jerry Lee Lewis, Great Ball of Fire. This is when Jerry Lee Lewis switched from rock to country. Okay, move on to Carl B. Lou, Conway Twitty, Patsy Cline, my favorite, Webb Price, Jan Howard, Carl Perkins, Feeling Husky, Jimmy Dean, Hank Lachlan, Maddox Brothers, and Rose. 15 country star hits. Side A. Rock Island's Line by Johnny Cash. 3 Cigarettes in an Ashtray by Patsy Cline. That song is perfect for her because she did smoke when she was alive. Well, there's a lot of people that smoked, seem like. Not a lot of people nowadays. Okay, move on to Careless Love by Texas Tyler. Domino by Roy Orbison. Great Balls of Fire. Oh, yeah. There's Great Balls of Fire on this. By Jerry Lee Lewis. Little Miss Heartache by Carl B. Lee. Sally, Let Your Bangs Hang Down by Maddox Brothers and Rose. Born to Sing the Blues by Conway Twitty. Side B, Heart Cries for You, Charlie Rich. Hi, Dear Daddy by Webb Price. I wish I could fall in love again. By Jan Howard. Everybody's Trying to Be My Baby by Carl Perkins. The Letter You Promised to Write, Feeling Husky. Picking Sweethearts by Jimmy Dean. Born to Ramble by Hank Lachlan. Jimmy Dean, there's a brand of breakfast foods called Jimmy Dean, like Jimmy Dean sausages. Well, it's the same guy that owns the G. Could be. Okay. Oh, and this was a dispute so it was made in Canada by Pickwick Recordings of Canada, Ltd. 106 to 108 McMaster Avenue, Ajax, Ontario. Oh, that's just a problem solver for me. I'm in Manitoba, so. Box number is L1S2E7. Product of Pickwick International NIC. So NIC means incorporated, if you're wondering. And this American location is in Woodbury, New York, at 11/7/97. Printed in USA. Do you know that Jerry Lee Lewis? There is an actual movie of Jerry Lee Lewis. That is called Great Balls of Fire. And in that movie, it shows that he, some people would know, anybody knows Jerry Lee Lewis, one of his wives was his cousin. And his cousin was about around the same age, it was about close to the same age Priscilla Presley met Elvis. I think she was about 14, I think. Jerry Lee Lewis's wife/cousin when they got married. That's young. If he was alive today and he did that, he would be locked up and put on a list. Branded as a pervert. A child molester. When he, in the movie, it shows that when him and his cousin/wife went over to England, over to the United Kingdom, there was by that time the UK had banned marriages, because it was documented in history that in their history that they had that happen, and at one point they just banned it. And so it was a big scandal over there when they found out Jerry Lee Lewis married his minor cousin. His found out that his cousin was still a minor when he married her. So the paparazzi over there hounded them, and the fans weren't too fond of the idea that Jerry Lee Lewis practically married a child, because she's about 13 or 14. I have to look it up. But I know she was young. Yeah, that's rain outside. Okay, he was 22 and she was 13 when he married her. His cousin was Myra Brown. They were married in 1957. Well, here in North America, that was a different time. In the UK, there was a big scandal of him marrying his 13-year-old cousin. Come on. It was young. She had her whole life ahead of her. She wasn't planning the day her cousin picking her up from school and then going to the next state to go get married. Because it shows in the movie that he picked her up from school, and she had asked, wonder what they were doing, and he said, "Okay, we're gonna go get married." I was like, what? Well, her parents didn't like the idea. After they found out that they got married, because he didn't even ask. His cousin said, "Can I marry Myra?" Oh, yeah. Well, it's like, really. So when they went to the state, went over to the United Kingdom, it was a big scandal. It almost destroyed his whole career because of him marrying a minor. What's your concept of thinking if it's okay to marry your 13-year-old cousin? I know back then in the 50s it was a different time. My grandma was 17 when she got married to my grandpa. But then it's a whole different private tale there. Yeah. But I know at one time in history it was okay to marry children, but obviously he never thought of the consequences when he went touring. Is this gonna destroy my career? Oh, Jerry Lee Lewis was alive today, and even Myra was alive today. And he married her. Nowadays, Jerry Lee Lewis would be in the slam and brand as a child molester, a kitty pervert. He'd be on a list that practically everybody knows that he likes little girls. But I guess that it's two different countries with two different countries that it was flying in the States at one point. Like over here in North America, but it was different in the UK because they moved past of child marriages. Because they life before they end up running down the aisle. I know that maybe if you guys are interested in watching my channel, maybe I could look into historical child marriages and what the consequences happens to it if you. So, I know it does still happen in the world. It's not every place in the world has stopped it. It still does, and there's some people in this world are trying their darndest to end child marriage. So there we go. A little tale of Jerry Lee Lewis marrying his 13-year-old cousin. Right? Yeah. In the 50s, I guess it was a different time. Our continent wasn't quite moved past that yet. Okay. Oh, okay. And then getting back to the record. We're getting off topic. Sorry. Isn't that quite an interesting design for this album cover? You wonder if almost every. It's kind of. I like how they put the niece of the grand old country, because I guess it's. Must be the people that were at one time part members or had sung on the Grand Ole Opry. There is a lot to do to get on the Opry. You have to pay your dues, and you have to be invited to be on the Opry. As I said, if anybody watched my Trailblazing Women from the Opry, you'll remember me saying Patsy was the one to kick the door down for women to not not to actually be able to sing on the Opry, because she didn't. She more or less flipped the table to so to give to me to actually ask to be on the Opry, her not having to be invited. Unless it's like at her time, Patsy's time, it is mentioned in Sweet Dreams, the movie based on her life, that one time in country music history and Grand Ole Opry history, that the Grand Ole Opry and country music was only male. It was only a men's club, mainly. Only men were allowed. She more or less had to kick the door down and force her way through to get her a chance to be able to sing on the Opry. If it wasn't for her, women would have to wait to be invited, because that's the rule. You have to wait to be invited. Because you have to be invited to play on the Opry. And she wasn't gonna wait. Because it could take forever, and maybe by the time they ever got around to inviting her, she would have had passed away. And it would have been too late. And once you're invited, usually when you're invited, you will be invited to be a member. Because you can be invited to play on the Opry, and not necessarily might not get invited to be a member of the Opry. Well, I think it's a decision, and it's a certain people that will invite you to be part of the Opry. I think at one time the Opry was only on radio. It was only a radio show. I do want to do sometime an evolution of the Grand Ole Opry, because it started from the 20s to modern day. So I want you'll see the evolution from it when it was just radio to what it is today, where it is in its current location, the Opry House. And because it went from the radio station to the Ryman, which the Ryman's called the Mother Church. And then it went from the Ryman, because there was like fire, anything about fire code, you've seen the Ryman, it's so much seating, and I guess it overmaxed that, and I guess it got really popular, so that's why it overmaxed, so they had to move it to its current location. Which its current location is also, there's the Opry House, and there's the, I think, hotel and restaurant. Cause and there's a ghost story. He's about the Grand Ole Opry. So yeah, there you go. The Grand Ole Opry Country. It looks like that's neat. It looks like a picture frame, kind of like it almost looks like the background looks like barn door, like kind of like you walk in. If you if you walk into the barn and there's the barn door, and maybe this might be hanging there, and there's a little thing maybe Grandpa used to cut the weeds or something. Yeah, looks neat. Old-fashioned picture. Most of these people in this picture are probably long gone. I know, I was still in high school when Johnny Cash died. Him and his wife, we just got done talking about his mother-in-law, Mama Carter, I mean. Oh, Johnny Cash, I found out, he's the ex-father-in-law to Marty Stewart. Marty Stewart married Johnny Cash's daughter from wife number 1. Yeah. Didn't know that till I was looking. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Grand Ole Opry Country. Okay, let's move on from Grand Ole Opry Country to Perry Como. Hopefully I got some Perry Como fans that are watching. Well, probably a lot of my older viewers know who Perry Como is. My grandmother used to listen to Perry Como. So Perry Como's from my grandma's generation music. So, this is the Songs I Love by Perry Como. It's RCA Victor. So you can see it's that's the symbol of RCA. RCA actually, if anybody knows, would remember, one time, a lot of my older viewers would probably remember, RCA used to at one point in history, used to have a movie production studio in Hollywood, where Paramount's movie production studio sits today. That's where RCA sat. That great big water tank used to have the words RCA. And there's a little story connected between RCA and Marilyn Monroe. Because Marilyn Monroe used to be in an orphanage, and she could see where the orphanage sat. She could see the water tank of the RCA water tank. And she would dream of someday being an actress. Okay, let's get back to Perry Como. Okay. This is on the back of the jacket here. One of the great TV traditions. It is a rare album cover that can emanate and indefinite without the picture of the artist on it. You see this Pericoma? Picture on the cover of this album is familiar to millions of Americans as their own living rooms. It is, of course, the set used by Pericoma for the very special moment on his show. But a lot of the older viewers of mine remember Pericoma's TV show. When the clowning and the dancing stop, Mr. C settles back on his stool and sings the song I love. This is the moment that has established one of the few great traditions in television. Here in this album, we have attempted to capture the absence of the moment, the music and the tradition. It is Pericoma's favorite time. We hope it will always be. Hugo and Luigi. That's what it says here. Signed by Hugo and Luigi. According to Webster's Hall, New York City recording engineer Bob Simpson. Okay. Let's see what music is in here. I get it. It's Hugo and Luigi Productions. Producers. Yeah, but it's a different Luigi than Mario and Luigi. Okay, on side one, the songs I love. I left my heart in San Francisco. I've heard of that song. Fly me to the moon. In other words, isn't Fly Me to the Moon Frank Sinatra's song? Fly me to the moon, take me to the stars, where will it get? Something, Jupiter and Mars. Okay, slightly out of tune. This Is All I Risk. The Hawaiian Wedding Song. Okay, I guess that's perfect if you're to have a Hawaiian themed wedding. Okay, on side 2, Days of Wine and Roses. This seems like a lot of singers sing other people's songs. Is that what they say about Elvis? He sang a lot of different people's songs. Okay, next one is Carnival, my coloring book. I Want to Be Around, When I Lost You. What Kind of Fool Am I? I heard that one. Okay, where in the world did he get the idea of singing about a coloring book? I don't know. As kids were growing up? No, the episode of Full House when Jesse wrote a song about tub toys. And Joey said that was quite danceable. It's quite rainy out today. Okay. This is Dancing Groove Records are a production of RCA Victor's newly developed system of recording, which provides a singular improvement in the sound quality. And don't worry, no one's breaking in upstairs. It's just my roommate Anita. She's probably getting supper ready. We can hear you walking up there. I kind of figured that.
There was like only 5 pieces of chicken there.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just.
You're just doing what?
What is it?
That's the Grinch.
That's the good.
I threw it so I could save the books from your past.
I just threw whatever was left. I'm just gonna put a singing song.
Okay, I'm taking a break because I feel I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, this is a Diamond Groove. Diamond Records are a production of RCA's Victor's newly developed system of recording, which provides singular improvement in the sound quality. Characteristics, balance, clarification, the oral sound in startlingly defined to realistic, distant. There are original sound in startlingly defined, and then realistic sound production in the photographic person. Number 3, full body tone, even when you listen at low. So if you listen. It'd be good. Number 4, so her face, nose, valley, and limited. 5, inner groove, tensor, Valerie, and limited. To solve these old ornate problem in this recording, highly indigenous computers, electronic brains have been introduced to audio for the first time. This remarkable new electronic device and process grew out of instinct research program, which produced notable advance in virtually every step of the recording science. Final test of any record is in the listening compare the sound of Diamond Groove recordings. That's kind of a little neat for how had Mr. C. It looks like his stage. Okay. We'll move on from Perry Como to Eddie Arnold. Yeah. Eddie Arnold, what I can see, it says, somebody loves you. It's kind of a, not too flashy, but it's more kind of like picture you take of a, like, self-portrait kind of. So too. Yeah, even the song back here. Okay, side A. If everyone had someone like you, if I ever had to say goodbye, you're a beautiful place to be, you and I, the love of my life. What in her world do I do? Somebody loves you. Are you so good at loving me? Still long to hold you now and then. Goodbye. And it's produced by Bob Montgomery for Bob Montgomery Productions. It's from 79 from RCA. String arrangements by Burge Gand White. Musicians Ron Oates. Keyboard Panel. Steve Sharp bass. Jim Scraps. Ryan rhythm guitar. Drums. Gay Young leading guitar, Steve Gibson guitar, background vocals, Lee Janvar, Mary Fletcher, Virgin White, Larry Keith, Jamie Holch. It's produced and distributed in Canada. Their address is 101 Duncan Mill Road, Don's Mills, Ontario. Okay. Go from Eddie Arnold to the Emeralds. It's an Irish group. Just for, and the album is called Just For You. Okay, side 1 has My Melody of Love. Side 2, French Song. 3, Red River Rock. 4, Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. I've heard of Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain. But I heard it's sung by somebody else. Number 5, Yoon Palma Blanca. Belka King Blah. And then Sinna. Number 6, Yellowbird. Number 7, Heaven's Just a Sin Away. Tennessee Waltz. I was waltzing with my darling to the Tennessee Waltz when an friend. I happened to talk to my true love away. Yeah, it's about a guy stealing another guy's woman. Number 9, Beer Barrel Polka. I've heard of Beer Barrel Polka, but I'm not a fan of polka. I can't get into polka music. It's one of those upbeat songs that it's hard to keep up with. Number 10, San Andreo Rose. Side 2, My Promise. Have I told you lately that I love you? In the Mood. Irish Waltz. Spanish Eyes. Somewhere My Love. Or Good Times. Columbus Stockade Blues anniversary song. I guess anniversary song is good if you're celebrating an anniversary. Number 10, Ranger's Waltz. So some of the albums they have as anniversary song: Red Barn Reunion, Around the World. And this is from 1980, so 2 years before Anita was born. And it's from TCAL International Ltd. That means LTD stands for limited. A little different than incorporated. It's from in Canada. Well, their address is 1670 Inksters Boulevard, Winnipeg, Manitoba. The other address is 3121 Universal Drive, Mississauga, Ontario. Hi, my girl. Another address is 6665 St. James Street, Montreal, Quebec. This is the same thing that Warning Oak right. It's reserved to unauthorized reproduction and prohibited by law, and may result in criminal prosecution. All selected previously result for free catalog of all Emerald's productions and other fine Canadian albums right to Boot Records Limited, 1343 Matheson Boulevard, Mississauga, Ontario, 14W 1R1. There you go. Emeralds, just for you. Okay. Move on from the emeralds. Bye, Snowy. Snowy was down here. We'll go to another Christmas album. It's called Country Music with Tessie Ernst Ford, Angels We've Heard of. Caroline. Glenn Campbell, The Night Before Christmas. And all through this town, no creatures were stirring, not even a mouse. It's funny, Jeff Dunham did his own version of Night Before Christmas. But his version has they're talking about apartment kids. Different twist to it. Sonny James, Christmas in my hometown / Barefoot Santa. Fraulein Husky, Silent Night, Holy Night, all is calm, all is right, round young virgin, mother and child, weep and heavenly peace. Silent Night seems very haunting, but very silent. Ominous. I think it's about mom and children. And there's Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. If you ever saw it, you'd see it glows. All of the other reindeer used to have golden names. We did some singing for Christmas on me and Nia's, both of our channels, and I did the Leroy the Redneck Reindeer by Joe Diffie. He's Rudolph's redneck cousin. And Rudolph obviously got down under the weather. Hi, Snowy. Okay, Buck Hogan. Okay, let's try this again. Buck Owens and his Buckaroos. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells. Jingle bell, jingle bell. Again, it fades into Jingle Bell Rock. Snowing and blowing and a bird. No, it's still going there. Christmas ain't Christmas. Christmas ain't Christmas. Roy Rogers, and Dale Evans. There's another two country singers that are Western actors too. They say singing I'll be home for Christmas if only in your dreams. It's Pickwick. And by arrangement with Capitol Records. Oh, that looks so pretty in the back. So the Rudolph, Caroling, Night Before Christmas, Christmas and Christmas in my hometown on side one. Angels were heard on high, Silent Night, Jingle Bells, Barefoot Santa Claus. I'm gonna have to look the words up for that one. That looks neat. I'll be home for Christmas is on side two. And a little right up here, Christmas never better than in the crisp, clean winterland of the country. Here, gathering around the crackling fireplace, The family gathers for this, the birth of Christ, tinseled pit. Oh, hi, my girl. Everybody remember Snowy? She says hi. Yeah. The family gathered for this birth of Christ. Tinseled packages beneath the tree, wassailing in the bowl. It's merest of all reason. I know you don't need my Coke. In the bowl, by Snowy. I saw just down here too. The merest of all seasons. Here on this record we brought together all the saints and sounds of wondrous time and reserved for this blessed event. It's treat with respect and joy by our performers. I'm not sure what year it came out, so there you go. Some Christmas tunes. Songs. It'll be good for 8 months from now. Okay. Let's go on to 15 country hits and 15 country stars. You have Glenn Campbell, Fairlane Husky, Hal Wills, Webb Price, Patsy Cline, Hank Lachlan, Charlie Ryan, and all the cats are out of the basement, the Stewart family, Johnny Horton, Floyd Kramer, Wayne Stewart, Jerry Smith, Dave Dudley, Jimmy Dean, Stuart Hamling. I think Johnny Horton's the one that, I'm right, is the one that married Hank Williams Sr.'s second and last wife, Bobby. And Johnny Horton had a big fear that he would get killed by a drunk driver. By a drunk, actually. And he didn't want to play at this venue because it was a bar. But he didn't get killed there. He got killed on the way from the bar by a drunk driver. So you could say Hank Sr.'s widow became a widow twice. Okay. Hope you enjoyed that little eerie story. That bring. Okay, let's see what's on this. Side 1, It Has to Be Always by Glenn Campbell. Send Me a Pillow to Dream On by Hank Clark. Send me a pillow to dream on. I swear there's a woman that sings it. Walking After Midnight by Patsy Cline. I remember I sung that if you watched I wanna there was a video that I sung 7. Oh my god, that took a lot out of me when I did that. 7 women, songs from 7 women from the Grand Ole Opry. I was struggling when I got to the last few. And the last one, and Walking After Midnight is one of them I was struggling, and I know the words to it. I go walking after midnight in the moonlight, like we used to. I go walking after midnight, searching for you. I stop to see the sleeping willow crying on his pillow. Baby, he's crying for me. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I love Walking After Midnight. I love Patsy. She's so awesome. Electric Donkey. Okay, we're moving on to Electric Donkey by Fairland Husky. Electric Donkey sounds like a nightclub. Hey, we're going to Electric Donkey. This is a rad, cool uptown place. It was actually a country song. That would be an awesome nightclub name. Electric Donkey. Actually, it would be an awesome name for a grunge band. And up is Electric Donkey with their current single, The Chili. The Roaring Chili. Okay. Yeah. Interesting name. Electric Donkey. Above and Beyond the Call of Love by Wynn Stewart. Done Rovin' by Johnny Horton. Johnny Horton has a song 1816 to Clinton. I think it's about the Civil War. Or the the Revolution, never mind. American Revolution. It has something about the redcoats in it. 6 Days on the Road by Dave Dumpling. Hey, 6 Days on the Road. I swear that's sung by a band. Somebody's. I'm gonna have to look it up. Great. The other band, a group that sang it was Sawyer Brown. That's who I'm thinking of. Missy Blue by Jerry Smith. Side 2 has Just Bumming Around by Jimmy Dean. Hot Rod Lincoln by Charlie Ryan. There's a group that sings that too. Ace in the Hole by Stuart Hamling. Jack the Lumberjack. Hal by Hal Willis. I guess it's perfect profession for Jack. His name's in the title of his profession. Just Out of the Reach by the Stewart Family. Georgia Rag by Webb Price. Fancy Pants by Floyd Kramer. Okay, what it says here. Do you remember when you were a kid and you walked into a candy store or a bakery? Do you remember that feeling of being surrounded by most sensitive treats that men could devise, and then trying to make up your mind what to buy? What a dilemma. Chocolate here, licorice there, fudge on one side, jawbreakers, gum droppers on the other, bubblegum, ice cream, Tootsie Rolls, sugar dandies. Oh my god, this is making me hungry. All within reach. Enough to drive a kid out of his mind. An element such as the one you're looking at is very similar to that candy store. Goodies all over the place. Hank Lachlan here, Glenn Campbell there, Webb Price on one hand, Johnny Horton on the other, Fairland Husky, Floyd Kramer, Dave Dudley, all within range. The hits all over the place. If you don't remember Patsy Cline's Walking at Midnight, this album is going to satisfy your sweet tooth. Or Jimmy Dean's Just Bumming Around and Stu Hamling's Ace in the Hole. If those items don't make you want to pick up a copy, forget it. You obviously won't care about Hal Willis, Jack the Lumberjack, or Hank Lachlan, Send Me a Pillow to Dream On, either. But if you're like that kid in the candy shop, you can't wait to get your hands on all the juicy stuff. There's your chance. A whole heap of goodies have been lumped together in one delectable package. Each and every one a special treat. The great thing about it is you don't have to make any mind-bending choices or decisions. They are all together in one wrapper. In one swoop, you can pick up the licorice, fudge, jawbreakers, lemon drops. You can't beat a deal. Bye, Snowy. Like that. Now you can. It is electrical enhanced or studio. Oh, it's made in Canada. Go figure. Okay. Let's move on. From 15 country hits, 15 country stars. To Don Misser presents Scottish songs sung by Johnny Forrest. Probably a lot of my older viewers and my Scottish viewers probably have heard of Don Misser presents Don Misser, and they probably heard of this, guys. He presents Scottish songs, sung by Johnny. They probably heard of Johnny Forrest. Sorry, I'm trying to do Scottish accent. I'm trying. Got a lot of Scottish in me. I'm trying. Okay. Yeah, by the way, it's a Point Records production. Let's see. Take Me Back, Dancing in Cal, Bonnie Lass, Faye, My Homeland, Bonnie Reed, Annie McCall, Kissing in the Dark, totally different than Fishing in the Dark. It's Kissing in the Dark. The Last Worry, Johnny Ladd, The Road to Dundee, Tally down Castle. Seems like a lovely. Another Point favorites you'll enjoy. There's Take Me Back. I guess this is Take Me Back. There's Inland Zorosti, Polka in French, and looks German. Actually, it might be Irish because of that mug. There's Irish Ballards. Okay, this one's by the Rattle Brothers. This one's by Patrick O'Hagan. He sounds Irish enough. Gabby Hayes, the Golden Old Time Waltz favorites. There's Hank Smith. Mostly I don't need these. Bluegrass music here to stay. Holy. But the Meg Osborne, Brophy, Blue Skirt Waltz, another favorite old time waltzes. Frankie Rogers, Highlanders Return of Johnny Forrest, Doug Tiener with Hank Morris Sings the Hits, Roger Miller and Buck Owens. Our Grace Fields is there. Canadian Queen of Country Music, Joyce Smith. Queen Joyce is probably not with us anymore. Lee Moores, Country Hits. All-time fiddling favorites, Paul Mandarin, Zitzert, Fendered, Mule Skinner Blues. That's why I felt something rubbing up against me. Okay, where were we? Old Lane by Kenny Roberts. Sings country songs. Older Prophet, The Traveling Kind, Scottish and Irish, traditional country dance music. Scotty. Joel Scotty Nichols. He's all decked out like he's a true Scotsman. We just got done watching a movie about the true Scotsman, William Wallace, today. The winding old Sandy McCrae, by Sandy McFarlane. There's George Pro Picking with Plough. Ukrainian Welcome, the Toflins. So there's, if you're in Ukrainian music or you're Ukrainian. Vassar Cinema Organ, The Favorite Melodies, Aubrey Vaughn. Tears from Century Heart, Jimmy Arthur Organ. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you can look for the other ones of these and you can check this out. Okay, let's go from Johnny Forrest. And sorry for that might be my bad impression of Scottish. We're going from Johnny to Dean Martin. Dean Martin, you can't love him all. Hi, Jessie. Hey, it says on here. From the very first moment you listen to these songs by Dean, you'll hear something a little bit different, much more than a little romance. Here are sweeping strings, warm brass, carelessness reeds, relaxed, easy beat, and top it off. Top it all off, the gentle present voice of Dean Martin, who does it all soon. So, friends, so usual to new well, mostly it because we too seldom hear anything exactly like this nowadays. Those are recordings the great made before the heavy beat took over. Short yesterday ago when the lust romantic sound was still paramount in popular music. And they are, as you might well imagine, choice examples of Dean at his finest, singing with warm and casual intimacy, the relaxed mellow style that have made him one of the music's most enduring stars. All these songs, in fact, sound as though they might well have been written for a man who sings the romantic, easygoing fellow named Dean Martin, who is a popular song. He was part of the Pat Rack, too. One of JFK's ex brother-in-laws were part of the Pat Rack, too. Okay, let's see who the songs are today. This is so long. Oh, hi, Snowy again. You can't love them all. Are you missing me, Snowy? Yeah. I'm yours, that lucky old son. Be honest with me, I still get a thrill thinking of you. Side 2, who's worried now? I ain't going to leave this life no more. Once in love with my Amy. Ain't that a kick in the head? Really, you have to fight on camera? No, you can't be nice to your sister. Cats. Okay, it's from printed in Canada. Ajax, Ontario. Oh, it's printed in the U.S. This Canadian Limited. Canada. Oh, there you go. If you love the Pat Rack or you're a Dean Martin fan, there you go. Electric Enhanced for Studio. Speak quick. From Capitol Records. There's Dash. Dean Martin. Dean Martin. You can't love them all. So we'll go from Dean to another Welf Carter, aka Montana Slim. There is I'm Hitting the Trail. I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes. It makes no difference now. The Prisoner Song, River Valley Blues, Rolling Along Kentucky. Blues, Prisoner Song, Rolling Along Kentucky Blues. It makes no difference now. You're my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Don't take my blue sunshine away. In the trail, rye whiskeys in my old corral. The side 2 has I'm Thinking Tonight of My Blue Eyes, Red River Valley Blues, Prisoner Song. There's a love knot in my portrait, Waiting for a Train. Somebody else sings that song too. Yodling Love Call. Okay, well, it says 10-year-old boy was driving a train of Oregon along a trail in the neighborhood of Gaystrom, Nova Scotia. His eye was suddenly caught by the poster which announced that the Yodeling Fool was appearing at the town's Battling Theater. The boy's curiosity was aroused. He wanted to find out what this yodeling stuff was. He determined to sneak out of the house that night and found out. At the performance, Will Carter, for that was the boy's name, was entrailed in vainly. This reaction led to try some yodeling of his own. Will went all out. As he recalls, I yodeled upstairs and downstairs, in the parlor and in the apple orchard, in the lane. Dad couldn't stop me, though. He wore out Mars and dozen slippers on the seat of his pants. He kept strutting when no one was around. A few years and many yodels later, young Carter had hankering to get to where the honest to goodness cowboys hang their Stetsons. He started to draft west, traveling boxcar Pullman, and arrived eventually at the greatest cow town of them all, Calgary. His induction to Grant's life was only role of chore boy, but as the years rolled down, he learned the Ramson of cow punching and became a rodeo fan, and even got into the act of Calgary Stampede. As a truck wagon driver, as an endure in the wild horse race. That's where one fellow chews their ears while the painter throws the saddle and climbs aboard. And all while Wilf yodeled. He yodeled as he milked the wild cows. He sang and yodeled around the truck wagon at round-up time. He even invented 3-in-1 yodel. At Calgary Stampede, he came to be called not superstitiously the yodeling cowboy. And just about this time, the trail riders of Canadian Rockies showed interest in Wilf and invited him to join them. He became more and less official songster of this organization. He yodeled them through the passages and over the fords and up among the show peaks. At the campfire, kept it up day and night. And then some. Rodeo was the original next step. Wilf took it, listening audience, and grew and grew. The fan mail piled up as his songs. The Carter name and fame grew and spread. Here, RCA Victor enters the picture, and in 1932, Wilf invented to make records. This was invited east to make records. This was the part of a 22-year association, during which time he turned out nearly 150 records, mostly his own combinations, and number of albums. Apparently all that his fans wanted was more, for by 1954 they had managed to eat up over 2.5 million of them. Wolf Carter's name became Montana Slim when he went south of the border on CBS radio and began recording. And CRA's Victor's American Studios. Since that time, he has always been known as Montana Slim in the United States. But he continued to use his real name in Canada, as well as on his many visits to Australia and New Zealand, where he also won many thousands of fans. The Carter family, Wolf and his daughter Sheila and Carol, along with non-performing Miss Carter, still tour Canada in summer, sometimes going east, other times west. They make their winter home in Winter Park, Florida. Wolf always maintains 320-acre ranch in Carstairs, about 50 miles north of Calgary, all under civilization, and planned to raise crops as well as cattle. The song in the album are present of the fair Wolf Carter has been served up to fans for a night into 30 years. The earliest of them were There's Love Not in My Land, probably favorite of country audience. I'm thinking tonight of my blue eyes yielding love call to make it makes no difference now is one of the Governor Jimmy Davis early hits, written collaborations with Floyd Tillman. Wolf pays tribute to the legendary Jimmy Rogers. That's the one that sings Waiting for a Train. In his version of the great singers Waiting for a Train, Roll on Country Moon, Prisoner Song was the first country record to sell millions of copies over the years. Rye Whiskey, Are You My Sunshine? Have you probably done the same? All selection in the album have become standards of country music since receiving the Wolf Carter treatment. It's from RCA Camden, printed in Canada. We'll move on. Take Snow. The Hank Snow Foursquare album. Is from RCA Victor's. Okay. There's a little writing up here, but I'm going to skip the writing because supper's probably going to be done soon. It has side 1, Honeymoon on the Rocket Ship. Anyway, interesting. Southern Cannonball, Lazy Bones, Rockin' Rolling Ocean, Last Ride. That's a wrestling move for The Undertaker. Side 2, Boogie Woogie Flying Cloud. I Don't Hurt Anymore. Old Chap. I heard that. Full Such As I heard that one. I Love You Because. This is from RCA. RCA Victor Company Ltd. Okay, we'll move on. From Hank Snow to Elvis Presley. Inspirations. Okay, it has There'll Be Peace in the Valley for me. Impossible Dream, Crying in the Chapel. You Touch Me and How Great Thou Art. This was when Elvis started doing religious shit. Religious music. So, side 1 is Crying in the Chapel. It is no secret what God can do. I think Call Love. Promise of Abraham. In my Father's house are many mansions, and even prayer. Amazing grace. Amazing grace. How sweet the sound. Great there are, lead me and guide me. Impossible Dream. Side 2 has There'll Be Peace in the Valley. There'll be peace in the valley for me someday. I'm gonna walk a dim golden stairs. I believe in a man in the sky. Mansion over the hill. Padre. Where could I go but to Lord? He is my everything, somebody bigger than you and I. He touched me, no, only me. Yeah, this is when he started doing the whole religious thing. Music. Yeah. Okay, we'll move on from Elvis. Elvis right back there, but I need to get this wrapped up. Okay, we're going to move on from Elvis to Lawrence Welk. And my grandmother used to watch the Lawrence Welk show. A lot of you, my older audience, probably remember the Lawrence Welk show. Okay, Lawrence Welk and his champagne music, polka and waltz time. Okay, it has on side 1 Indiana Holiday, Luxembourg polka, Town and Country polka, Metro polka, Highlight polka, One Note polka. Side 2, Dim Padam, it echoes the best of my heart, Happy Waltza, Sweetheart Waltza, Shenandoah Waltza, Flirtation Waltza at the junior proms. There you go for you, Lawrence Welk, you fans. Okay, we'll move on from Lawrence Welk to another Christmas movie, Christmas album too. That's older folks probably remember Shell, the Shell Company. They had an album produced. It's Shell's Wonderful World of Music, my longest symphony society. It has two See, his two records in it. Okay. One record has side one. I will be home for Christmas. I will be home for Christmas. The Christmas song, Babes in Toyland. Little Drummer Boy. Holy, rumpa-bum-bum. Rumpa-bum-bum. He's my drum. White Christmas. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas. Side 2 has First Noel. The first Noel, the angels they sing. 12 Days of Christmas. 12 Days of Christmas. Holy Night. Oh, holy night. The stars are shining. I came upon at midnight to clear. God rest me, gentlemen. God rest me, gentlemen. Record 2, side 1. Joy to the world. Joy to the world with all this. The earth they receive his king. Their king. Dance of Sugar Plum Fairies. Good King Wenceslas. Good King Wenceslas. Now with things of Stephen. Good King Wenceslas is supposed to be a real person. Way in the manger, way in the manger, no crib for his bed. You wish, okay, it has a melody here, so it's wish you a Merry Christmas. I saw the ships, I saw the 3 ships came. Christmas is coming, like 8 months from now. Record 2, side 2. Silent Night. Silent Night. Holy Night. Medley again has Deck the Halls with Bales of Holly. Deck the halls with bales of holly. La 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 la. Jingle Bells. Eva and Maria. We 3 kings of art are. Come all ye faithful. Okay. We'll move from Shell back to Lawrence Welk. Lawrence Welk, I love plays you truly and other songs. So there's side 1 has I truly love you truly, anniversary song, true love, because always Ryle Corpse, ignore. Hawaiian song, anniversary waltz through the years, promise me, I love thee, Cray, and winning march. Okay, this is mainly good to play at a wedding. It's from Rainwood Records Inc. Studio. Okay, there you go. Something if you have a wedding in the future. Okay, let's move from Lawrence Welk to Bing Crosby, which when I'm doing the Ghost of Kings of Music, found out Bing Crosby was the first king of pop music. Who knew? Think of pop music, you think of Michael Jackson. Okay, Bing Crosby and the Columbus Boy Choir. sing. The family Christmas favorites. Side 1 has Christmas song, Merry Christmas to You. Bing Crosby, Way in the Manger with Bing Crosby, Oh Come Holy Faithful. And it's Lacey with the boy Columbus Boy Courier, 12 Days Christmas. Bing Crosby and the Andrews Sisters. A lot of my older viewers would remember the Andrews Sisters. Jingle Bells with the Columbus Boy Crier, Deck the Halls with Bing Crosby. Side 2 has Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer with Bing Crosby. I Saw Three Ships with Bing Crosby. Silent Night with Columbus Boy Crier. Angels We Have Heard on High by Bing Crosby. We Three Kings of Art Are with Bing Crosby. We Wish You a Merry Christmas with Columbus Boy Crier. So there you go. It'll be good for 8 months from now. Move on from Bing to Country Gospel, Volume 2. It's been shot in the winter. Oh, and that last one was from Becca Records. Okay, Country Gospel. From Starprek. Okay, side 1. This volume 2 has David Houston, Church in the Wildwood. Number 2, Ed Miller, Will the Circle Be Unbroken? It was made popular by the Carter family. You know the Carter family from that story I told you? Okay, number 3, Dan Howard, Where No One Stands Alone. Number 4, Bill Phillips, I Saw the Light. I saw the light, I saw the light. No darkness, no more light. I so happy, so happy, so. There is a cat still down here. Number 5, Charlie Loven, Born Again. And side 2 is Kenny Price, Still Away. Warren Mack singing Nail at the Cross. Nail at the Cross sounds like something that would be chosen for a funeral. Number 3, Margie Bowes singing I'll Fly Away. Number 4, Merle Kilgrove, Sweet By and By. David Houston, When They Ring Those Golden Bells. Okay. And it's made in Canada. From 1972. 1979. There you go. Okay, let's move on from gospel, country gospel to Little Drummer Boy. White Christmas, Village of Brown, okay, that has side. Little Drummer Boy and Other Christmas Hits. By ARC International. Side A has Little Drummer Boy, Mary Boy Child, Little Donkey, me in the manger, landlord, filled the flowering bowl, a village of St. Brant. Side B, White Christmas, Jingle Bells. I saw mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had a very shiny nose. 12 Days of Christmas, bless this house. So, yeah. It's a very good hit for 8 months from now if you want a choice for Christmas. As long as no one's concerned about that right now. Okay. Let's move on from the Little Drummer Boy to Pat Boone. I bet a lot of my older viewers remember Pat Boone. Pat Boone, White Christmas. It was by Dot. Okay. Side 1, White Christmas, Jingle Bells, Answer Fleecies, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, Old Little Town of Bethlehem, Silver Bells, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Side 2, Silent Night, Old Holy Night, Hark the Herald Angel Sings, Bird, and the first Noel, I'll Be Home for Christmas, Joy to the World. It came upon a midnight clear. And it's manufactured in Canada. It says, buy Canadian, keep Canadians working. I guess they had that slogan way back then. And a lot of people now are doing that slogan now with the political climate in the States. Somebody everybody in this country trying to endorse that slogan to buy Canadian. Oh, yeah. There you go. Pat Boone. Oh, it's a pair of mouth pictures. See? Okay, we'll move on from Pat Boone to the last one, which is from Firestone. You know the brand and Firestone, the company that is famous for all those tires. Firestone presents your favorite Christmas carols, Volume 5. It's featuring the Bells of Christmas. Music by Edward Thomas, lyrics Annie Carlos. It is a collector's album. Custom recording is Julie Andrews. Yeah, you know the actress from Sound of Music. You know the Sound of Music. Andre Prevent and the Firestone Orchestra. And it looks like it is from Mono. Custody of RCA Victor Rector Division. And nice mustache. sketchy. Okay. Side A. Band 1. Joy to the World. So I guess it has the lyrics so you can follow along. That's neat. Band 2 has the one singing Irish Carol. Never heard of that song, the Christmas song. I've heard of, it's Christmas in Killarney. Christmas in Killarney. Okay. Band 3 sings "Oh Little Town of Bethlehem." That's sad. There's no lyrics for that one. Just can't follow that one. That sucks. It's only the orchestra. Band 4 singing "Deck the Halls." Deck the halls with holly, la 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 la. Okay. Band 5, Angels from the Realms. Band 6 sings "Way in the Manger." Way in the manger, crave for a bed. Little Lord Jesus, lay down his sweet head. Side B, Band 1. Bells of Christmas. Band 2, It Came Upon Midnight Clear. Band 3, Sunny Bank, I Saw 3 Ships. As I saw 3 ships going sailing by. And going by the street, I saw the 3 ships go sailing by a Christmas day in the morning. Who should be upon the ship but Joseph and his fair lady? And who should be upon the ship on Christmas day in the morning? Band 4. Actually, the 3 ships is sailing is, if you ever watched Christmas, the Muppets Family Christmas, where everybody goes to Fozzie's grandma's house. That's the one. All the Muppets from Sesame Street to the Muppet Show, like all of Jim Henson's creations, sings. This is one of the songs they sing. Band 4, God Rescue Merry Gentlemen. Band 5, Wax for Carol. And Band 6, Jingle Bells. Okay. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell. Ooh. Okay, jingle bells, jingle away. Oh, what fun is to ride in one horse. I get this mixed up. I get started and segue into Jingle Bell Rock. Okay, created and produced by Pharrell Thomas Inc. Dr. Alan Previn, supervisor production Richard M. Bradshaw, recording engineer Richard Bob for production manager Eleanor Florence. It's from 66. Well, the first one's 63. Album was designed in 63. The contents were in 66. That's neat. So it's been quite a bit of time. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna sign off. And you know the drill. And if you know the drill, like and subscribe. Hold on, I'm gonna lose my voice. And subscribe. And don't forget, because I forget, don't forget to comment. And don't forget what I forget. To ring the bell. And yeah, comment and tell me if many people remember records. And these artists are on these. Okay. So, for now, and hopefully I get the first part of the former King Monarchy episode script ready for this coming week. So, for now, hopefully you stay nice and toasty warm since it's raining out. If not, oh well. If that, have a good day. Or good night, actually. So I'm gonna say goodbye. So, goodbye.